Hey everybody, sorry we're starting about a minute or two late here tonight. Anybody who broke with me last night, you probably know
Goodbye.
why. I messed up totally, entirely, and did not account for any kind of daylight savings time at all. Yeah, like none. So when I listed all this stuff last week, I thought I was going to have a nice leisurely hour or so, at least 45 minutes from the time the auctions ended to the time we needed to start the break. But hey, guess what? Daylight savings time says, no, I'm going to smack you in the face and move everything back. And so now auctions are ending right when the live break's supposed to start. So here's the deal, guys. There's a ton of unpaid stuff right now, and that's probably primarily because I was still sending out invoices up until about 30 seconds ago. So nothing on here is marked whether it's paid or whether it's unpaid, because I'll sort all that out when we finish the break. So for now, we're just going with our list of bidders and teams as they sold, and hopefully everybody will get their payment in and it won't matter. So first up tonight, we have one box of 2012-13 and one box of 2013-14 Panini Innovation Basketball. Break number 6 just means it is the 6th time that we have broken this combination in this quantity in 2017. So here is who we are looking at in break number 1. And we only had one unsold team in there, and that is the Denver Nuggets. When we finish up with Innovation, we'll be then headed to a couple of boxes of Limited, also 2012-13, and then we're going to be busting into some 15-16 Replay, and then into some 14-15 Threads. And of course, I'll put everything up before each break. We'll throw that spreadsheet up there and take a look at who has what team and all that stuff. So yeah, guys, I am sorry about the last minute invoicing. I'm sorry about everything ending right on top of the time we are supposed to break. I really cannot believe that I just completely lost my mind and didn't even consider daylight savings time. Oh, look at this. I'm going to remember before I pop the lid. We're going to have a pack in here of those special Kobe cards that there's just a promo pack they're going to have in this box. It's in almost all of the 2012-2013 boxes. So what we will do with this little Kobe anthology pack is we will open it up, and if there is a Kobe autographed card in there, we will random that off to everybody who is in the break. And if there is no Kobe card in there, we can random off the base cards. If someone says, hey, I want them, if nobody pipes up in chat and says, hey, I want them, then we won't worry about it. My experience has been that most people do not want these. So there you go. I guess because there's a zillion of them out there, because they gave them away in all of the boxes from 2012-2013. So they probably aren't very scarce, is my guess. So, yeah, no signature in there. But hey, whatever. It's a fun little free pack Panini gave us to open, so we'll take full advantage of it. So this is, of course, our 2012-13. We'll get into 2013-14 as soon as we finish this box. So first up for the Bulls, I never pronounce this guy's name right, so we're just going to go with Luol. I don't think that's right either, but yeah. Oh, and here's another one. This is Ilyasova anyway, is his last name. Can't pronounce his first name. He's with the Bucks. Looks like we've got something for the Bulls here. A Dennis Rodman insert, Innovators. And that's pretty cool. I haven't really seen this Innovators insert well, once upon a time I could speak. I have not seen this particular insert in 2012-13 Innovation before. So this Innovators insert is probably not super common. And then, of course, our stained glass cards, and those are really cool, and some of them are worth a decent amount of money. This one is Jared Sullinger for the Celtics. For the Nets, we have Marshawn Brooks. See, I tell you guys, there's always hits for the Nets. Like, it's crazy. There are always hits for the Nets. So, Marshawn Brooks. And was this numbered on the back? Does not appear to be. Was it numbered on the front? And I missed it. No, it is not. So I guess it is unnumbered, but it is an on-card signature. It is the rookie card. and it is a hit for the Nets. Next up, we have a hit for the Miami Heat. Joel Anthony fine print autographs for the Miami Heat. That does not appear to be numbered either that I'm seeing anyway. Ooh, I see a LeBron James. Is he going to be signed? Is he going to be signed? Oh, he is not signed, but he has some fabric. 42 of 99, LeBron James. I'm sure that is going to tell us it is player worn or game worn. I mean, obviously it's player worn, but yeah, game worn material for LeBron James to 99. So the Heat have back-to-back hits in here. And I forget what they called these. I think they called them glass cards or elite glass cards or something along those lines. But this, of course, Jordan Hamilton for the Denver Nuggets rookie card. And if I remember correctly, Mr. Hamilton and the Nuggets, that would be I think the team that didn't sell out of that break. So that probably means that Mr. Hamilton is going to be headed down to Card Mountain. And now we're going to bust into our 13-14 innovation and see what magic awaits us here. And right off the bat, I see we have a stained glass. This one for the Grizzlies and or the Mavericks. Why did I say the Grizzlies? Sorry, it's obviously the Mavericks. It's Dirk Nowitzki. So that's a very, very cool little stained glass hit for the Mavs. And then we have a nice piece of jersey here, pretty good size. And this is for the Houston Rockets. This is Isaiah Canaan, or Canaan, I think is how you pronounce it. And that is 173 of 199. If you can catch it up there in that upper left-hand corner is the numbering on that. So that's a pretty healthy size cloth there, piece of cloth. Then we have game jerseys and autographs, and that's a nice piece of two-color jersey. This is for the Rockets, Eddie Johnson. And this one is numbered 137 of 199. So we had back-to-back hits for the Rockets, and this one we had back-to-back hits for the Heat, and the other one, I see a redemption coming up. We're going to set that aside for right now. We'll go back to that in a minute. Here's a nice starters insert for the Pacers. This is actually one of my favorite inserts in 13-14 Innovation are these starters cards. They're really very, very cool, nice heavyweight. So that'll be fun to get for the Pacers fans. And then we have Lance Stevenson, numbered 46 of 199, and it's another one of the, whatever they call these, the elite cards or the elite glass cards or something like that. You can't really see it too well with the light behind it, but there's some shading and shadowing and things on these cards. You can probably see it better. Well, you can't even really see it better from the back side. You can a little bit, and then there's some more down here. But anyway, nice little insert. Our redemption, now this is, somebody's about to be really happy. This is expired. What you're going to want to do is redeem it into your account like normal. Then you're going to reach out to Panini and tell them that you've redeemed it and you know it's expired. Ask them if they still have the card. If they don't still have the card, if they can replace it with a comparable card. Because guess who it is, kids? It's the Greek Freak. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. The Greek Freak. Main exhibit signatures rookies. So how about that, Bucks fan? That's who you were looking for, am I right? Are you even in chat? Do you even, are you happy? Because I'm thinking that you're happy right now. Because I expect that's who you were looking for. So, of course, we know that the Greek Freak plays for the Bucks, but just for the sake of whatever you want to call it, 100% accuracy, we're still going to put it in here, and we're still going to bring it up and just verify it on NBA.com. But we know that the Greek Freak is a Buck. And yes, of course, he is indeed a Milwaukee Buck. So, congratulations, Bucks. I hope that they still have this card in stock for you. And if they don't, again, work with them. You know, they will help you find a replacement. So there you go. That's our big money card out of this whole break. is going to be our main exhibit rookie signature for the Greek Freak, headed to the Bucks. And then we had base cards. We don't really need to go back through those. Our other hits are Eddie Johnson for the Rockets, game jersey and autograph. Another hit here for the Rockets. This one a jersey hit. Then for the Heat, we have a nice piece of LeBron James game-worn fabric, numbered to 99. Another hit for the Heat with Joel Anthony. And then our hit for the Brooklyn Nets. There's always a net hanging around here somewhere, and this one is Marshawn Brooks. Our inserts, Lance Stevenson for the Pacers. And I didn't even realize we had back-to-back Pacers inserts as well. That one, starters, of course. Then our stained glass insert for the Mavericks. And our Jordan Hamilton Nuggets, whatever you want to call this, clear glass, whatever they call them. For the Celtics, we had a Jared Sullinger stained glass. And we had this nice little Innovators insert of Dennis Rodman for the Bulls. So all in all, I would say a very successful break out of innovation this time, especially with our nice hit with the Greek Freak. So let's set this aside, and we'll bring up the spreadsheet and take a look at who has what teams in our 2012-13 limited break. So again, you just see this is the number of boxes that we're doing, 2 boxes, the title of what we're breaking, and this is the second time it's been broken in this quantity this year, and eBay in date, live stream date, etc. And I'm saying that because I do recognize that we have a few new faces in here. Those of you who bid with me or who break with me all the time, you already know all this, but we want to make sure that our new folks feel welcome and know what's going on too. So down the left-hand side are our team names, down the right-hand side, winning bidder names. And again, of course, if somebody's just jumping in late, we do have several more breaks after this one. This is the limited break, the 2012-13 limited break. And when we finish up with that, we will then move on to replay and then move on to threads. We had some good stuff come out of threads the other night. The first half of that case had a Kobe autograph redemption in it, and some other pretty good hits in there too. So hopefully we're going to have as good of luck with the second half of the threads case as we've had with the first half. And there's again our little magic pack of free promo Kobe cards. Same as last time. We'll open them up. If there's an autograph in there, we'll random it off to everybody who is in this break. And if there is no autograph and there are just the base cards, if somebody in this break wants them, please let me know, and I will be happy to run them through random. If nobody wants them, which is generally the case, then we will not worry about running them through random. So I think only one time, maybe twice, have I had anybody that's had any interest in the base cards, because there's zillions of them out there. They gave them away for a whole year's worth of basketball releases. They just stuck these packs in there, so there's zillions upon zillions out there somewhere. Of course, each of our boxes of limited had a pack per box. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. My little kitty is my little cat is over there, just I don't know, she's suddenly fixated on the wrappers that I just put down on the floor. So I think she's getting ready to pounce on them. So you're probably going to hear a big crash in a second. So first up, we have Andrew Bynum for the 76ers. That is a base card. Then we have David Lee for the Golden State Warriors, a base card. Base of Roy Hibbert for the Pacers. Jeremy Lin base for the Rockets. First hit here is going to be Zach Randolph to 49 for the Grizzlies. Let's see if it's going to be signature and material, or yes, it is. How about that? Nice hit, Grizzlies. So you have material monikers. The autograph is a sticker auto and a little piece of cloth there. So cool hit, Grizzlies. Pacers, you have an Orlando Johnson on-card rookie autograph. It is 168 of 399. I know that gets really close to the camera when I do that, guys. It's because, you know, I don't have any middle vision, so it has to be really close or really far away for me to be able to read the number sometimes. So Orlando Johnson. And this is one of my favorite little things in 2012-13 Limited, these home and away jerseys. This one is 46 of 99. You can catch it up there in that upper right corner. And, of course, you know, the card itself, this is for Shaq. Obviously, you saw that. But this little panel in the card, well, this one doesn't seem to want to cooperate. There we go. Little panel in the card actually flips. So you can see the home jersey and you can see the away jersey. It's really pretty cool. It's one of my favorite cards in Limited out of this particular year. So there is Mr. Shaquille O'Neal for the Lakers with the home and away jersey. So that's a nice hit for the Lakers. And do we have any base on the bottom of that? Yeah, let's go ahead and pull that up here, and we'll roll through the base and get it out of the way. Aaron Brooks, I think that says, for the Kings. Josh Smith for the Hawks. Manu Ginobili for the Spurs. Tony Duncan for the Spurs. Or Tim Duncan. Why did I say Tony Duncan? Tim Duncan, because I was thinking of, what's his head? All right. So who do we have here? This is Kirk Heinrich for the Bulls. Materials. And this has the number on the back. It is 158 of 199. Fabric for the Bulls. We'll stack that over there in our little fabric category. And our signature hit, Fab Melo for the Celtics. And again, that's an on-card auto, and it is number 20 of 349. 20 of 349. But again, you know, these older series, very common to have things numbered high, so it's not a bad thing. There weren't that many low-numbered things in these older series. Marcus Thornton for the Kings, Masterful Marks. That is a sticker auto. But I don't see a lot of Marcus Thornton, so that's kind of cool for the Kings fans. 192 of 199, I believe that is. It's down there. If I can get it there, maybe at that angle, I think you can read it, the numbering on it. And then curtain call, Karl Malone, nice. Karl Malone fabric for the Jazz. Very cool. Very cool indeed. And that is number 16 of 199 for Mr. Karl Malone. All right, so let's recap our hits here out of 12-13 Limited. Of course, we're not going to go through our base again. We're just going to take a look at our hits. Masterful Marks, Marcus Thornton for the Kings. Fab Melo for the Celtics, and that's an on-card auto. Orlando Johnson for the Pacers. That's also an on-card auto. Material monikers for the Grizzlies, Zach Randolph. Then our Karl Malone fabric for the Jazz, which I think is pretty cool. For the Bulls, Kirk Heinrich, maybe, for material hit for the Bulls. And then what's probably my favorite out of all of this is our Shaquille O'Neal for the Lakers with our home and away jersey card. So very cool hit, Lakers. I love those little home and away jersey cards. We pulled one out the other night, too, out of the other boxes of Limited we opened. So that is it for 2012-2013 Limited. So let's roll on down the road here. And let's bring up our next spreadsheet. And that is for the half case of 2015-16 Panini Replay. And of course, as many of you know, I bought Replay and Prestige and some other stuff so that I could end up getting Mosaic and Select Basketball. And man, they better be worth it, because I'm going to tell you what, I have lost a ton of money on Replay and Prestige. So I really hope that Select and Mosaic are nice products, at least that I enjoy them, because yeah, this has not been probably the best product lineup. So we have 5 boxes, which is half a case of this 15-16 Replay, and team names down the left, winning bidder names down the right. And inside these boxes of 15-16 Replay, I believe we find 3 cards, if I recall correctly, that are encased in there, so they're already in a one touch. And then I think there's one rookie card in each box as well, if I'm remembering that right. I haven't actually done a break with replay before, so we're going to be going through that together. And this is kind of a big case, so what I'm going to do is show you if I can get it down there, you can see the title of it, and if I can get it there, you can see the seal of it. And now I'm actually going to open it, not on the table, because A, it's big, and B, yeah, it's going to jar the table like an earthquake, and you guys are going to get motion sickness. So what I'm going to do, I'm taking out all 10 of the boxes, and I'm going to number them on the end, and then we're going to let random.org decide which 5 of the 10 boxes that we open tonight. Because, I don't know, sometimes I just tell you guys, hey, pick left, right, or whatever. But on some of the more expensive stuff, even though the bid price didn't go very high on this is kind of an expensive case. So on the expensive stuff, I generally like to decide it via random.org because, I don't know, that's just absolutely 100% fair, no way around that, because none of us will have anything to do with it. So I'm just going to number on the end, 1 through 10, and then, well, if I could write, and then we will put the 1 through 10 into random and see which boxes we're going to open. Meanwhile, I'm hearing all kinds of precipitation happening outside. Thank goodness we are not supposed to get like the 2 feet of snow that the New York area is going to get, but I think we are supposed to get a little tonight, and it is sounding like the roads are getting kind of damp outside, so I hope we don't get much. I have a lot of plants that were already up and blooming and out of the ground because it had been 70 and 80, and now it's 17. 3, 6, 9, 2, and 5. All right, 3, 6, 9, 2, and 5. There's number 5, which that probably still jarred the table a little bit, but trust me, it's not as bad as it would have been if I had that big case up here, trying to rip that open on the table. So here are our 5 boxes. Oh, so there are 2. Okay, there are 2 hand-numbered replay autographs in each box. For some reason, I thought I guess the 3rd card must be the rookie card. So it must be that we have 2 encased cards in a one-touch. I forgot to switch you back. I forgot to switch your view back, didn't I? Or did I? Yes, I did. Forgot to switch your view back. That was smart. So I'll show you again. Yeah, it says that there are 2 hand-numbered replay autographs per box. So it must be that we have 2 encased autographs in each box that'll be in a one-touch. And then the 3rd card that I was thinking of must be the rookie card. So I hope we pull some fire out of here because, yeah, like I said, this whole last week of basketball has been a flaming disaster from a financial side, so I at least hope that I find something good in here for you guys, because then I'll just be really mad if we don't pull anything good, and it was a fortune. So first up, J.J. Redick for the Clippers. This is out of Spectra, and you'll see, of course, it is hand-numbered there, 1 of 30. Now, from what I understand, these are often numbered other ways on the back, which in fact it is. Yes, number 11 of 30 on the back. Now, why in the world they don't just, I don't know. I can't tell you why they don't mark them the same way when they hand number them, but they don't. And yeah, so anyway, you have a J.J. Redick on-card autograph and material numbered to 30 both ways. The hand numbering on the front, which was, done recently, and then the original numbering on the back, which would have been done when the card was printed. So there is our first hit, which I think is pretty decent. And who have we here? Oh, well, good grief, okay, that's in there kind of snugly, so sorry. This is a little hard to get this one out of the box. My good gracious. So this is Lance Thomas. This is number 38 of 149. And it is out of Panini Signatures, which was, I don't remember exactly how many years ago it was. I think they had Panini Signatures for a couple of years in basketball. Maybe you can, there's a, like a little, it looks almost like a little film insert. You can kind of see it if I hold it sideways. Otherwise, the light's hitting it weird. You can't see it. But it's like it looks like a little, looks like a piece of film. I'm sure obviously it is not, but that's what it looks like on the card, in the card. And so it's pretty cool. And yeah, so there you go. That's, of course, Pelicans. It says Hornets on it, but it's still New Orleans. New Orleans Hornets just changed their name to New Orleans Pelicans, so that's a hit for the Pelicans. Then our third card is going to be our rookie card. So let's see who's in here. Miles Turner is going to be our rookie out of here. So there you go. Those are, oh, there's two rookies in here. Okay, so there's Miles Turner. And are these numbered or anything? I guess they're not. Okay. So Miles Turner for the Pacers. And then we have Emmanuel Mudiay. He is numbered. Looks like 43 of 49 for the Nuggets. So we had one that was numbered and one that was not. So I'm kind of, as I said, I haven't broken this before, so I'm kind of going through this at the same time with you guys, so I'm sorry that I'm kind of sorting it out as we go, but I wasn't, hadn't opened one before and wasn't exactly sure what all was in there and how it was packaged. So I guess that's how it's going to be. We'll have two autographed cards that will be encased in a one-touch, and then we'll have the two additional rookie cards. I don't know if, I guess we're about to find out if it will always be one base and one numbered on the rookie, or if we have other options for the rookies. I don't know. Okay, so I see we're going to have, come out of there, please, card. Man, they did not want those to move in there, which they're in a one-touch, so, like, they were secure as it was. But, hey, DeMar DeRozan, that's pretty cool. That one is 21 of 54 with the on-card numbering that they would have done recently. And originally, was this card numbered? Doesn't appear to be. So DeMar DeRozan for the Raptors. I like that. I think that's a solid hit, as was our JJ Redick, also a solid hit, I think. And here we have Darius Johnson-Odom for the Lakers. Rookie roll call, numbered on the front, the recent numbering, 14 of 99. And let's see if it had any original numbering on the card. Does not appear to have been numbered originally. And looks like this came out of Totally Certified. The original series of this was Totally Certified. And now let's see who our rookies are in here. All right, so our rookies in here. And maybe we are, is there just one this time? There's just one this time. The last time we got two. Why do I only have one this time? No, that pack is, I just picked that pack back up. I just want to make sure there wasn't another one in there, and there's not. So, okay, last time we got two rookies. This time we get one rookie. Maybe we got a bonus one last time we weren't supposed to have. I don't know. And I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. It is numbered to 49, and it's for the Spurs, and don't really know how to say his name, but you can see who he is. So that is for the Spurs. Are you guys frozen up on your side? I am. Sometimes my second device freezes up and you guys are fine. My second device is kind of, I look over occasionally and it's stalled, and then I look back and it's fine. Are you guys also having some buffering, or is it fine on your side and only buffering on my MacBook and not on your side? If anybody happens to be in chat that can share that, I would appreciate it. So let's just go ahead and open our rookie first and get that moved on down the road. Yeah, and there's just one rookie in here. So I think we just got an extra rookie the first time for I don't know what reason. Nikolai Jokic to 99 for the Nuggets is the rookie card. And let's see if we can manage to deconstruct this box a little different way this time and actually get our encased cards out of here. So first up is Wes Matthews for the Jazz, number 3 of 149, Wes Matthews for the Jazz. And doesn't look like that card was originally numbered that I see anyway, so we just have the hand numbering on it. It came out of the Classic series originally. Then next up, we have Amir Johnson, originally numbered 182 of 199. That is another hit for the Raptors. This is also out of Spectra. And of course, they have hand numbered at 85 to 125. You've got the material and the on-card autograph. So Spectra, always a very nice high-end series. So Raptors, that's another hit for you. You're having a good break so far. So we've had a couple of things in there that I think are pretty good, and a couple of things that I'm kind of that are okay, you know. So I'm still looking for what I want to call the fire. I definitely, looks like we might have a couple of good things coming up out of this box. So overall, it's not going to be too bad. Hey, there's Carl Anthony. There you go. So that's to 49, our Carl Anthony Towns rookie card numbered to 49. I don't know how many of the replays there are of Carl Anthony. Obviously, in this parallel, there are 49. I don't know if there are other parallels of him or not, but that could be a card worth having for sure. And then in this one, oddly enough, we're back to getting 2 rookie cards. Sometimes we get 2, sometimes we get 1. So weird. 55 of 99, this one, Bobby Portis for the Bulls. And our first signature here is for New Orleans, and it's Lance Thomas. It's an on-card autograph. It's hand numbered 19 of 99. And doesn't look like, maybe it may not have originally been numbered, but that's 19 of 99, headed to the New Orleans Pelicans. When I first I saw the Thomas a minute ago, I thought we might have Isaiah Thomas, but Lance Thomas is an okay hit too. And I do like this Shumpert. This is a nice one. On-card auto 141 of 149 for the Knicks. So I think the Amon Shumpert is a solid hit for sure for the Knicks. And that again is out of that same Signatures series. So we seem to be pulling a lot of cards out of the Signature series, which is, you know, Signature and Spectra both are on-card autos, so that's cool. These may all be on-card autos, actually. There may not be any sticker autos in all of Replay. I don't know. Oh, and I'm looking over again now and seeing that I'm frozen again, and I still don't know if you guys are freezing and buffering or if it's just my device, because I think maybe it's just my device, because you guys haven't said anything in chat about having a similar issue. So I don't know. I'm going to assume it's my MacBook and not widespread. If anybody is having an issue, please do speak up in chat and let me know, because as best I can tell, I mean, it looks fine on my primary device. And okay, good. Thank you for letting me know, Lloyd. I appreciate it, because my MacBook is just going crazy. The thing is just freezing constantly and jumping around and acting ridiculous. My primary broadcasting laptop, which is different, looks fine. This is Frank Kaminsky, numbered to 25. So that's a low numbered insert for the Charlotte Hornets of Frank Kaminsky rookie card. And then our encased cards, Amir Johnson, which didn't we just hit him for the Raptors? Like, I think we did. This is 101 of 108, and I think this is the 3rd hit for the Raptors, unless I've just lost my mind. This is 46 of 175, and Toronto's just cleaning it up here. And this is, Bismarck Biyombo Again, out of the Signature Series, this one hand numbered 2 of 149. And that, of course, is headed to Charlotte. So let's take a look again at who we have. We have this, our Bismarck Biombo for Charlotte. And these do all appear to be on-card autographs. Our first hit for the Raptors, which is Amir Johnson, and it is signature and cloth out of Spectra. We have our Amon Shumpert for the Knicks. And our Lance Thomas headed to New Orleans for the Pelicans. Another hit for the Raptors and another Amir Johnson. So that is 2 Amir Johnsons out of here, both Spectra and both with materials and signatures. So there they are side by side. They are 2 different cards, but they are the same player and they are the same team and the same kind of basic structure. And then DeMar DeRozan, which I think is a good hit for sure, also to the Raptors. So the Raptors are at 3 right now. Then J.J. Redick for the Clippers, material and autograph. That is a nice hit for the Clippers. Wes Matthews for the Jazz. For the Lakers, Darius Johnson-Odom. And then Lance Thomas again. So we have 2 Lance Thomas, do we not? Let me go back through this. Where is that other? Yeah, 2 Lance Thomas. Okay. So New Orleans has 2 Lance Thomas. There were 2 years of Panini Signatures basketball, and apparently you got a Lance Thomas out of each of those 2 years. I think one was 2013 and the other was 13-14, or it could have been 13-14, 14-15. Anyway, there were 2 years of it, and I'm guessing you got one from each year because there they both are. So, yeah, some teams had multiple hits and some teams did not have as many hits, but that's what we have. And then our rookies, our Frank Kaminsky to 25, our Karl Anthony Towns to 49, our Nikolai to 99, our Boban to 49, and Emmanuel Mudiay, of course, to 49. And then 2 of the packs had these little extra rookies in them. Bobby Portis to 99, and then Miles Turner to 99. So that is the first half of 2015-16 replay. We did pull some okay things out of there. We didn't really pull the total fire that I was looking for, although certainly a couple of good hits in there. I'm hoping that the second half of our case will maybe have a little more diversity than the first half did, and perhaps a little more heat too. And then let's roll through, and we're going to switch up the spreadsheet here and take a look at our 14-15 threads. That'll be the final break of tonight. And that's a 6-box break. There's a fair amount of base cards in this 14-15 threads. So we kind of bust through the base on it, and of course we'll stop on our hits and interesting things, or maybe some numbered inserts if they are low numbered inserts. But because there are several boxes and a reasonable number of cards in each box, we won't spend much time on the base of threads. And again, you know, as I said the other night, I said earlier today, the other night when we opened the first half of this, we really did, we did pretty well. We pulled some good stuff out of it, so I hope we do again. So in the back there, you can see there are 4 boxes. Here are your other 2. So there are the 6 boxes we're going to be opening. My table is just full of stuff right now, so I can't get everything, you know, slid back there far enough to make it show up well in the view. I think what I need actually is a wider table than I have, like shorter, because this one's really long. I could do with it being shorter, but wider would probably be to everyone's benefit. So I'm going to show you here the packs. You know, I just took them out of the middle, and these flaps are folded in, but these other two little compartments, they're always empty. And I don't even know why they made the box so big, but they did, and that's how it works. So I just wanted to show you that they all come out of that middle section. And on the first one, I'll kind of be like Vegas and deal them out there. You can see that we have 6 packs in each box. And that will be the case with each of our 6 boxes. All right, so if you need me to go back on any base or stop on it, or you want a second look at it or something, let me know. And there may be, of course, some numbered inserts and things in here too. And there is one of them. It's numbered to 199. Unless it's numbered to, you know, 49 or below, I'm not going to set it aside to recap it, because there are a fair number of inserts in here, many of them numbered. We're going to just set aside our signature hits, our materials hits, and, you know, certainly if we see anything of any real significance of an insert, we'll set it aside and recap it. But otherwise, if it's a standard insert and a high numbered one, we're just going to keep on keeping on, so to speak. So here's our first hit. This is Mitch McGary for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Piece of fabric there. And that one is, what does that say? Number 86 of 199. 86 of 199 for Mitch McGary fabric. There's a numbered insert of Kirk Heinrich again, or Heinrich. We just saw him in the other set. Of course, I want to pull, you know, I'm looking for like Anthony Davis and Kobe Bryant. I want to pull some of that stuff out of replay, you know. I mean, all those promo photos they released for the set show that all those players are in there. So hopefully we're going to hit one in the second half of our case, because that would be nice. There's our Greek Freak again. Oh, cool. Both of our hits coming out of this box right away. Doug McDermott, rookie view for the Bulls. I actually kind of like those cards. They're on-card autos, and, you know, of course, it's offset. The little plastic window that they sign on. It's a pretty cool little card. I think you'll like it when you see it in person. I mean, obviously you can see it on the camera, but they're always a little different when you get them in person. Get to hold them in your hand. You can appreciate them a little bit more sometimes. John Stockton. Didn't we pull a John? We pulled a John Stockton something the other night. Signature or material or something. I do remember pulling something with John Stockton. Shabazz Napier for the Miami Heat. Materials 40 of 199 for Shabazz Napier. And the cool little jerseys. I also, you know, I always like these. This one's Tony Parker for the Spurs. Century Great. We did pull a Century Great piece of material for Larry Bird in the first half of the case too, so hopefully we'll have some more Century materials of some legends of the game come out of this half of the case too, I hope. Okay, we've got an extra, is this an extra hit in this pack? Seems like it is. Damian, oh boy, Inglis? Inglis, another rookie view card. And also for the Bucks. So, well, the other one wasn't for the Bucks. The other one was for the Bulls, so it's not also for the Bucks, but that hit was for the Bucks. I seem to be having trouble speaking tonight, don't I? This is one of the, what they call leather rookies. It's an insert series. It's just got a texture that makes it feel kind of like leather. Russ Smith, Rusticulous as he was known when he played at U of L for the Grizzlies. And depending on which ones you pull, some of the little leather rookie cards actually have an okay book value on them too. Obviously, you know, not every one is a slam dunk, but some of them certainly worth a little bit of money. And they're always fun to collect. LaMarcus Aldridge insert numbered to 99. There's a Noah Vonleh leather rookie. And that is the end of box 1. So we are now rolling into box number 2. I have a difficult time getting through that. I have that red security tape stuff on the end of some of these. Like the first time I bought these, they did not have that on the end of them. And the second time I bought them, they did. I don't really know why, but that's how it goes. So some of these have them on it, and it is a little harder to get through it when it has that red security tape on it. So, Greek Freak again. I am really happy that we pulled his autograph out of Innovation. I think that was a very nice hit. Corey Jefferson for the Nets. Of course, I would have preferred for it to have been live as to being a redemption, but I'm hoping that they will still have the card, or at least have a comparable replacement for whoever drew that out of the Innovation break, I mean. So here we have Tom Sanders. That is numbered to 199. Tom Satch Sanders for the Celtics. So of course that's some veteran ink right there for you. Nice hit for the Celtics. I always enjoy seeing the older or retired players, the veterans or greats or Hall of Famers, whatever you want to call them. I like seeing them included in the series, and pulling their signatures on teams that I'm a fan of always makes me happy. So I hope you guys enjoy when you pull them as well. Rajon Rondo, been making the rounds lately. He's been on about 20 different teams, it seems like, in the last 3 or 4 years. Of course, realistically, what was it? The Mavericks, and then the Kings, and now the Bulls. But yeah, once he started moving, he moves a lot. This is 138 of 199. A hit for the Bulls, Doug McDermott. And I believe that'll be a little matched pair because, of course, we pulled a Doug McDermott signature a while ago. So you're going to have a little Doug McDermott party there. If you're a Bulls fan, you got a lot of Doug McDermott headed your way. I hope we have good luck and get some multiples of some other high-profile players in here. Would be nice to get some match sets of a few of our other rookies out of this year. Tiago Splitter for the Spurs, numbered to 75, and you've got your little piece of cloth right there. And then, of course, the autograph. That is a sticker autograph on that one. So that's a fun hit for the Spurs with Tiago Splitter. And here is Damian Inglis again for the Bucks. That one in a leather rookie card insert. Terrence Jones. So I was looking a little better today at the bracket that UK drew. Man, holy smokes. Like, I just kind of glanced at it last night, right? And I saw, okay, we got North Carolina in there. We've got UCLA in there. Like, I'm not thrilled with that. And I took a better look today, and oh my gosh, we'd have to get, assuming we win our first game and Wichita State wins their first game, we'd have to get through them first, then UCLA, then North Carolina. Whew, I don't know if that's looking very good for us this year. 170 of 199. Chris Bosh threads for the Miami Heat. Oh, and a little Chris Bosh jersey card as well for the Miami Heat. So another little sort of matched pair sort of thing there. And this is, I know there are 2 players on the card, but you will see on here, you know, it has a player's name. This is Valanciunas for the Raptors. So that card goes to the Raptors. So even though there's a second player in the picture, you know, the card is clearly identified with a particular player and team. So that's where it will go. When I was going through these the other night, I originally saw the 2 players and thought, oh yeah, I'm going to have to random that. And then I looked at it again and was like, no, it does clearly identify a particular player and team. So I retained that, and this time we didn't have to go through that. Boogie. All right, let's move on into, this is our halfway point. This is our, I'm going to cut through that red tape this time. This is our third of 6 boxes. And if you hear all that meowing and carrying on, that's my little kitty having a party of some sort downstairs. There's 2 of them. There's a boy and a girl, and they're brother and sister, and they are quite rambunctious, and they particularly like to draw attention to themselves anytime I'm live streaming. So they always make their presence felt. And too bad they're not able to make me rich like the person who owns Grumpy Cat, because, yeah, I think that lady's probably rich from just because her cat has a weird sort of face that looks like he's frowning. And the lady's probably made like, I don't even know, hundreds of thousands of dollars because her cat happens to have what looks like a frowny face. So, yeah, it's too bad my kitty's not a Grumpy Cat kitty, because, man, then we'd be opening boxes of, like, you know, flawless basketball, of our flawless football, national treasures. We'd be opening everything if I had unlimited funds. Shabazz Napier for the Miami Heat. And again, you've got the piece of material and the signature, and that is a sticker auto. And it is number what? 146 of 249 on that one for the Heat. And that feels like a real fat pack. Let's set that one aside. That might be another one of our big hits. So we'll move it around there to the back and save a little something. Jerry West out of Century Greats insert set. John Stockton Century Greats. And so our Adrian Payne for the Hawks is a leather rookie. And I know I said the other night about wood rookies. It is this set that has wood rookies, but apparently the wood rookie cards were in the blaster boxes, and they didn't have, you know, some of the other things, but they had the wood rookies in there. So that's the deal with that. And there's a LeBron James for the Cavs presents insert. So I kept thinking this was the right set, but then we didn't pull any. I was a little confused, and so I went back and looked it up, and yeah, that's the deal. It's in the blaster boxes. Well, we're just kind of doing things in pairs in general. So we pulled this leather rookie a minute ago, and now we have pulled a Threads card for Mr. Adrian Payne, number 60 or 80 of 199. My vision is really bad tonight. I think that's 80 of 199. Kind of fluctuates, and today is one of those days where it is not very good. And that, of course, for the Atlanta Hawks. And there's a numbered insert. Kenneth Fareed. And you know, these boxes, oops, I had my finger right over the top of the card, didn't I? Sorry about that. Enos Kanter numbered to 199. These boxes we also did, we numbered and let random.org decide which boxes out of the case that we opened first. So, you know, usually that will mix things up a little bit more, and you don't pull out as much, you know, you're not as likely to pull out clusters, I guess is the right way to say it, of a certain player or a certain team. But sometimes I just don't think they do a very good job randomizing things, and other times they do a great job. Of course, all the card companies are the same. We've had the same problem with Topps. Russ Smith, Threads for the Grizzlies. And is that one maybe not numbered? I don't see a number on this one. And he is, you know, it is identified as the Grizzlies here. He was traded, and it is identified that he was traded. So this card is for the Grizzlies, 66 of 199 for Russ Smith. Joe Harris for the Cavs, one of the little jersey inserts. Some of those old jersey inserts are signed, I think, somewhere along the way. I'd like to pull one of those because I love those old jerseys. I think they're so cute. They're very, very fun little cards. Oh, hey, here we go. I was thinking that was going to be an insert. It's one of our hits. Karen Butler for the Pistons. And this is an on-card auto. But, you know, the weird thing is we had one of these the other night, but the signature went, like, way down below. It was partially, like, covered up. So at the time, I thought maybe it was a cut signature that they had signed something else and inserted it into the card. And I'm still not sure that that's maybe what they did, but that one at least stays within the area. They would almost have to insert that, though. I don't know how the player could. I mean, I guess they could get in there and sign it, but I'm not sure. Maybe cut and inserted. But at any rate, it is not a sticker. It is on the card, and it does not appear to be numbered. Leather rookie for Joe Ingles for the Jazz. All right, and this is box number 4 of 6 that we're cutting into right now. I'm just going to set this slightly up out of our work area a slight bit to make it a little easier to have perhaps a little more room to stack a few things here. Because we do have a few more cards yet to go through and to stack up. We don't want to get our stacks so big that they fall over or anything like that. Steve Nash, oh, that's nice, for the Lakers. I like that hit. And again, it's an on card and similar situation. Not sure if it's how exactly it was inserted or done, but it is a nice hit for the Lakers with Steve Nash on card auto. Not numbered that I see anyway. But I like it. I don't know why my second device just keeps, every time I look over there, things like buffering or frozen or something. It's not behaving well. For some reason, that MacBook is not my friend these days. The Windows laptop's the one I actually use to stream from. And other than, oh, that's numbered to 25. Avery Bradley for the Celtics, numbered to 25. Other than the night when my software froze up, it has worked quite well. KJ McDaniels for the 76ers leather rookie. Of course, the night when the software crashed and had to be uninstalled and reinstalled, and we ended up starting like 20 minutes late. Yeah, none of it was my friend that night, but fortunately, we have not had that happen again. Tyler Ennis for the Suns, and that is 65 of 199. Speaking of Tyler's and the Phoenix Suns, I got my sweet Tyler Ulis Gold Standard redemption back today. It was double threads, numbered to 25, on card auto, and it's pretty sweet. I was pretty happy to get that. And I got another. I have 4 Tyler Ulis redemptions sitting in my account, and I got 2 of them today. And then I'm still missing 2 of them. Or actually, yeah, I think I'm still missing 2. I think I had 4 and not 5. And I got something else today. What was my other Panini redemption that came today? It was a football player. I can't even think who it was. I was so excited to get my Tyler Ulis. This one's still $1.99. That I can't even think who my football redemption was that showed up today. I'm glad I bought my Tylers when I did, because I expect that now that he's getting more playing time and he's gonna hopefully build to even more playing time, I think he's gonna end up being solid. I know he's short, but he is one heck of a player. So if he plays to expectations, I probably got it about as low as I'd be able to get it. Rodney Hood for the Jazz, rookie. And see, this is another one. This is what I'm talking about. Like, look at that signature, because you know the guy could not have just signed that with the card in front of him because the signature wouldn't run all down off the card and stuff like that. So I do not know what exactly happens with these. I think they must send them the insert part, and the player signs it, and then they insert it into the card, because there is no way that that guy signed that as part of the card. There's just no way. It's all running off the bottom of the card. James Young for the Celtics, leather rookie. And that's similar to what happened on another card the other night. So, and then others are like perfectly centered and on there, look like they signed it right there with the card in their hand. So I can't quite figure out exactly what's happening with those, but nonetheless, that is the case with the Rodney Hood. For the Brooklyn Nets, Markel Brown. And this one, 106 of 199. See what I tell you, Nets always have a hit, man. That's like 90% of the time the Nets have a hit in basketball. And half the time they don't even sell, or you buy them like really, really cheap in a break. James Young, little jersey for the Celtics. But they have hits a lot of the time for the Nets. And you really don't think, you wouldn't think that they would, because they don't have a whole lot of super high profile players. So you would think that they would not necessarily have a ton of hits, but oddly enough, they do. So at least that's been my experience, both breaks that I've bought into and breaks that I've done. In fact, sometimes when I'm doing other people's breaks and I hit, how sometimes you just hit those dry runs, like it doesn't matter what team you buy, you just end up hitting nothing, and sometimes it seems like it goes on for days or weeks or years. Not really years, but you know what I mean. I will generally then start buying the Nets in some breaks just to change my luck, just to turn the tide, and most of the time I end up hitting something with those Nets, and then that'll get me back on track, and I'll start hitting with other things again. So I don't know, the Nets are in a weird sort of way my good luck charm, I guess. And then I have a bunch of Nets cards then sitting in there that I gotta have to do something with, because I'm not really necessarily a Nets fan, and we don't have any ex-UK players playing for the Nets, but sometimes I buy them because they change my luck, and also because they have a lot of hits. Oh, that is a numbered insert, 199. So we'll have to check this one out and see if the same person owns both teams, and if not, this will hit random. This is Jabari Parker for the Bucks, who we definitely wanted to see in here, but we'd like to see him on a card that the Bucks just flat out own, of course. And then on the bottom we have Rodney Hood with the Utah Jazz in our freshman pairs. We pulled, I think, 3 different freshman pairs cards out of the first half of this case that we had to random off. So there were at least 4 freshman pairs in the case, because we did 3 the other night, and we've pulled 1 so far. Kyle Anderson of the Spurs, leather rookie. I don't think those have any kind of box or case guarantees in terms of the freshman pairs. I think they're just randomly inserted, as far as I know anyway. These do have a lot of nice inserts in them if you like that sort of thing, or if you keep your base cards or collect base cards. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. Well, we have just been hitting Russ Smith like he's going out of style, haven't we? Here is another Russ Smith. So, yeah, Memphis Grizzlies and Russ Smith are just burning it up right now, because Russ Smith is just turning up right, left, and sideways. Of course, we'd like to see Jabari Parker turn up right, left, and sideways, and a couple of our other rookies as well. Not that there's anything wrong with Russ Smith. Of course there is not, and I'm happy that you're getting hits, Grizzlies. I just like to share it around, share the hits with all the teams. Roy Hibbert jersey for the Pacers. And then we have Goran Dragic for the Suns, materials hit. And this one, 15 of 199. So nice low number jersey hit for the Phoenix Suns. And I've got our little freshman pairs just setting aside over there to remind me that we have to go to random for it. Well, daggone it. And there is the Bucks, but that's not the Buck we wanted. There's Damian Inglis. At least not the Buck I wanted. It could be the Buck you wanted if you bid on the Bucks. 223 of 249. I'm guessing you probably wanted Jabari Parker, but I might be wrong. You might want Damian Inglis. It might be exactly who you were going for. And here's Bogdanovich for the Nets. Leather rookie. Oh, well, look at that. I'm picking him up like it's the end. We have one more box to go. Can't really pick him up and random him when we still have one more box to go now, can we? That would not be a good thing. All right, so this is our last box of threads, and that is our, whoops, we got a pack stuck in there. And then this, of course, our last break of the night. Got a bunch of basketball up this week with more to come. Of course, got Select already listed. It comes out on Friday. Mosaic, I've already got listed, and I think I have it set right now to break on Friday and Saturday. I wasn't sure what day I was going to receive it. It's actually going to be here on Wednesday, so I could have broken it earlier, but did not kind of know for sure, and I didn't want to get myself in a mess and miss the date. Adrian Payne for the Hawks, who I believe is 71 of 249. 71 of 249, and that's material and signature. So, yeah, so we've got the other half of replay to do. We've got Mosaic coming up. We've got Select coming up. I've got some more Prism that I need to list. I've got 16-17 Prism. I've got 15-16 Prism. I'll probably try to end some of that stuff on Sunday, more than likely. And I don't even know. Oh, yeah, I've got a case of totally certified coming. Tyler Ennis, leather rookie for the Suns. I can't remember if I got 13-14 or 14-15, whatever they had in stock. But we do have a case of that coming, which should be here. There was MKG, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. I think it gets here Wednesday, but of course I don't have it listed yet, so won't break until Sunday at the earliest. And it seems like I've got some other basketball too that's on the way. I just can't think what it is. So I don't know. Anyway, got a lot of basketball coming up. And of course I always have football, and I've got some baseball that I'll be putting up this weekend as well. So it is baseball time of the year. Got to get moving on that. Voices of the Game, Ernie Johnson. This will be sent to random.org, number 236 of 499. You know, and some of these announcers, of course, have at times played for a team, but because these cards are not associated with a team, they're literally, they say Voices of the Game, so they're announcers. We random these across everyone who's in the break. And we had 3 or 4 of those, or 2 or 3 of those in the first half of the case as well. It was different guys. I wasn't that guy, but I don't remember who they were. I was kind of hoping we might pull, like, you know, Dick Vitale or something like that if we were going to pull Voices of the Game. Ooh, this could be cool. Ooh, this is cool. Yeah, I like that. Moses Malone for the Sixers, numbered to 25, number 3 of 25. This is like the Larry Bird we pulled the other night. And the Larry Bird actually had like some dirt and everything on it. This one does not have any dirt on it, but I'm sure it's going to be game worn. Yes, it does say game worn on it. So Moses Malone for the 76ers. Love that hit. Love that hit. That's probably my favorite hit of the night. Really, really like that. Then we have a Marco Brown again, little jersey for the Nets. Imagine that, something for the Nets. I am just going to try to get these going the right direction. They go in 15 different directions in these packs. It makes me crazy. course, I wait until like the next to last pack to try and fix it. So, yeah, probably should have been doing that all night. Might have made a little more sense than to wait until the next to last pack out of 6 boxes. But, yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes, right? I don't always think of these things in time. This is a numbered insert of the Greek Freak to 199. So instead, we just turn them and turn them and turn them. And Greg Monroe for the Pistons. And that is 25 of 199. 25 of 199. So let's go over to random.org and take care of what we need to take care of there before we recap our hits. First, I'm going to set these base cards out of the way here. I would like to tell you that this stuff is going to ship tomorrow, but I don't think that it will in all likelihood because I've got quite a bit of shipping to do, and I tend to ship it in the order that, you know, it ended. So more than likely, this stuff will probably be going out on Wednesday, maybe even Thursday, just depending on how the work week goes. But I am going to get it to you as quickly as I can. We're going to do this card first, and I always go either top to bottom or left to right. This card is oriented as top to bottom, so the Bucks will be typed in first, and the Jazz will be typed in second. We will check at the spreadsheet and make sure the same person doesn't own both teams. Of course, if they did, I guess it wouldn't really matter anyway, because we would be in random. They'd win no matter what, but... All right, so for the Bucks, we have Marty Marr, and for the Jazz, we have Base Slayer. Wow, see, I told you can't see tonight. I was not kidding. I cannot see tonight. So let's type this in here. So it'll be Bucks first, then Jazz, and I will hit random 3 times. Whoever is on the top of the list after the 3rd random will be... walking away with that particular card. All right, so there's 1, and there is 2, and then here is 3. You'll see 3 times random. There's our date and time stamp, and the Jazz ends up with the card. So I'm going to write that down so that I have that handy. Bear with me here 1 second. I always, obviously it would always be there to refer back to in the video, but I just prefer to write it down as I go to make sure that I don't have, any issues. Now let's get back to home. But first I'm going to pull you back over here to the camera. As soon as I get us back on the page, we're going to go, we're going to actually switch back to the camera, and I'll show you what we're going to random right now. This is Voices of the Game, Ernie Johnson's signature. And this is a 30-team random. So we're going to have to switch over here to the spreadsheet. And then what I'm going to do is just copy and paste our whole set of teams there. If I can get them in there. Now we're going to switch you back over here to random. Paste all these teams in there. And then I'll scroll through it here, and you can take a look and see, of course, all of our teams are in there. We're only going to hit random once on this. There are enough different items in here that I think a single random should be sufficient. And that puts the Toronto Raptors as the winner, the Raptors. All right, and I'm going to write that down, and then we're going to recap our hits, which will wrap us up for tonight as soon as I go through the recap. And I know not everybody's going to stick around for the recap, so I'll say now, thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate, as always, you spending your time and your money with me, and those of you who hang out with me and chat and watch live and all that, I appreciate that very much too, of course. So this is our first card in random, freshman pairs, and random.org did send this card to the Jazz. So this card with Jabari Parker and Rodney Hood is going to the Utah Jazz. Then our Voices of the Game, Ernie Johnson, is going via random.org, went to the Toronto Raptors. So Raptors, that will be yours. Now let's buzz through our leather rookies here. Tyler Ennis for the Suns, Bogdanovich for the Nets, Anderson for the Spurs, James Young, Celtics, KJ McDaniels, Sixers, Joe Ingles for the Jazz, Adrian Payne for the Hawks, this is Ingles for the Bucks, Corey Jefferson for the Nets, Noah Vonleh for the Hornets, and Rusticulous Smith for the Grizzlies. I know he is in a Hornets in a New Orleans uniform, but again, you'll see Memphis Grizzlies, and it says down here, traded, blah, blah, blah. So it's whatever the card says, and it says when the date he was traded, and it says Grizzlies. So that is a Grizzlies card, even though he is in a New Orleans uniform. Then our little jersey hits here for the Nets, the Pacers, the Celtics, the Cavs, the Heat, and the Spurs. Little jersey inserts. Our numbered insert that was to 25, 24 of 25, is Avery Bradley for the Celtics. Materials. Pistons. My favorite hit of the night, I think, this Moses Malone to 25 for the Sixers. Very cool hit, Sixers. For the Suns. For the Nets, Suns again. Russ Smith again for the Grizzlies. Payne again for the Hawks. Chris Bosh for the Heat. For the Bulls, Doug McDermott. Shabazz Napier for the Heat. And for the Thunder, Mitch McGary. And those are materials. Now we have a little stack this is material and signature. For the Hawks, we have Payne again, Adrian Payne again. We have Damian Ingles for the Bucks. For the Celtics, we have Tom Satch Sanders, Blast from the Past signature. We have our rookie view of Damian Ingles again, so like tons of him. He's just rolling around all over the place, so he's just everywhere you could possibly see, it looks like, for the Bucks. Another Doug McDermott, this is a signature for the Bulls. Rookie view, Russ Smith again for the Grizzlies, so you are broken out in Russ Smith, Grizzlies. Rodney Hood for the Jazz. This one, the weird one, going all the way off the card. I don't know how we really account for that. Also, a very cool hit for the Lakers. This is actually maybe my favorite hit of the night. I know I said the jersey for the Sixers was, but Steve Nash for the Lakers ink on card is pretty darn cool too. Pretty happy with that. Karen Butler for the Pistons. Shabazz Napier for the Heat. And Tiago Splitter for the Spurs. Of course, base cards and things will ship as well, guys. But we're not going to obviously recap any of that. So those were our hits, and those are our breaks for tonight. And thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you again on some more basketball breaks this week. And jump in there for football and baseball, too, if you're a fan. See you soon.